ourselves, our world, our toys.
Alright, let's hope everything is all set up and whatever. It's been a month. I should have spent that month learning and all that kind of stuff, but it's a month since I got my new camera. Both new cameras in a way. It's probably closer to a month since I got this camera that I'm recording with right now, which is the EOS Rebel T6S. And then now we have, just so I don't mess up, even though I had it saved here, and of course that's when everything goes away. So now we are going to be unboxing the Panasonic HC-WXF991K 4K Ultra HD camcorder with Wi-Fi built with multi-scene twin camera. And I went for the 4K plus electronic viewfinder, because I guess there's some that are a little cheaper that don't have the electric viewfinder. So let's go ahead and open this. And one reason I'm finally going to do it is because what's the point of spending money on something if you're not going to open it, even though it's tough to see the price drop as soon as you open it compared to what you spent on this. This is the most expensive camera that I have ever bought. Well, I guess if you count all this stuff and this camera, then that was the more expensive camera. But by itself, camera with no other accessories added to it from a kit or whatever, this is the most expensive camera that I have ever bought. But we're going to go visit family. So besides the fact that I should just open it and get it over with, ends up being a great camera, then great. And then if not, then it's a learning experience, and hopefully finances won't get too bad, because you know, you want to say money is only money, but when you don't have very much money, money is a lot of money. So definitely a lot smaller, but there it is. So hopefully it will be what I need. Maybe it won't be as professional as some people need their cameras to be, but as long as this does all the things that I need it to do, then I will be very happy. And I mostly got this because of the twin camera, and then also the fact that you can use other cell phones, I guess, to get other views, or I don't, you know, it'll be a good learning experience to see how having up to, I think, 3 cell phones you can have connected to this. So it's, I don't know if it's like kind of like if you were like a news station or a TV station where you would say, okay, now we're going to go to camera 1, and that would be somebody with a cell phone. Camera 2, somebody with a cell phone. Camera 3, someone with a cell phone, and then I guess 4. So I think anywhere between 3 and 4 cameras and views and all that is what you're going to be able to have. So we opened it, and then let's get a closer look at it as we unbox this. So I have the camera that is backwards to me, but this way it's front facing for you guys. So if there's like, why is he having such a hard time opening that box? Because I'm opening it upside down. But it's kind of good because actually the opening for the box is back here facing me as well. So it's been really fun though, because in the past, before I had cameras, I never really ever paid attention to all the different settings and everything. So with the camera that I'm recording with, it's interesting seeing how I like one setting to be this and then another one, because it seemed like at the beginning of this video I was way too bright and did not make my complexion, like one person said, look very good. So there is the manual. Not really one that ever really reads manuals. Thank goodness we have YouTube, right? Then we have this accessory here. See, I know my technical stuff, accessory, right? Something I'm really looking forward to is the charger right here, because if you're using a Canon T6S or a Rebel of some kind, most of the time you have to have batteries, and so this will be nice if you're still able to record and charge the battery at the same time. So that's one thing I miss about having a camcorder. So that is that plug-in part. Here is the, I'm assuming, mini USB port. Again, sorry for not having it in frame. So you get that. So there's 3 things so far. Then you've got, so maybe there's actually 2 different ones. So, okay, so this is the USB port for the charging of it, though. So I was just noticing that because I'm like, why would you want 2 different, sorry, it's not focusing there. Hopefully it got better. So you have the USB for plugging it into the charger, and then you can also charge it if you don't have a wall socket, which is good because I just recently bought a charger that is portable, so it's a battery, and so I can plug this in now, I would think, and be able to charge. So yay, like that. Never really understood why you would want this, but I'm like, oh, okay, I can use my external battery to charge it. Awesome, and I can use the wall too. So then we get to the other USB. So this is the mini USB. There we go. Hopefully, again, it's focusing. Still learning how to use this camera. So I have it on face tracking, and since there's no faces, it's not keeping track of it. But I also might have hit something on the camera that made it stop doing the face tracking. One way to find out is, will it see those? Yeah, it's seeing something as a face. It basically is seeing this as a face. That's funny. I thought it might actually see these people as a face, but nope. So then we have another USB. Oh, maybe this is the HDMI. Yeah, okay. HDMI. Right there. And then we have the battery. Whoops. As it falls out. A lot of people talk about how good batteries are. I, again, don't know much about batteries. So, yeah, it's not going to focus on this. But that's the other thing. I still got to learn a lot about the Canon cameras. It's got a bunch of different focus settings, and then it also has a lot more focusing features too. So, go back through that. We have the battery. We have the HDMI cable here. We have the wall socket plug-in. We have the USB for doing transferring of files, I'm assuming. Then we have the USB for plugging it into the wall, and then now we know an external battery. Again, doing this backwards. I'm not, again, sure. This isn't really, I don't think, is seen as a lens cover. I forget what they call that. But so far we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then now we will actually get to the camera. Again, a lot lighter weight. It's not made out of metal. I'm sure it has some metal parts, but unlike the housing or the case of the Canon camera, this is plastic, and I've heard some bad reviews on the plastic, so hopefully that won't happen to me, but if it does happen, then I will definitely mention it. But it looks so futuristic to me. Looks so fancy. So please, please be not only a good looking camera, but please, please, please be for me a camera that I can use. Come on, Panasonic. You're my first Panasonic camera. Be a good one.